I see somebody's watching. Hey Cheryl, how are you? Just waiting till Kimmy finishes up and they get me over in the group. Good to see you, my friend. Been a long time. Hi, sweet Linda. Kimmy should be finishing up any minute. Thank you, Ollie. I appreciate that. I got one more minute. Don't want to run into Kimmy's time. Hope everybody's having a good day. Okay. Hopefully Kimmy's finishing up. Good, Cheryl. I'm glad to hear it. Hi there, the crafter. Miss Linda, Miss Cheryl, Ollie. Give just a few more seconds here and make sure that... Hi, Miss Kathy. How are you? Welcome to the Crafter's Choice event hosted by Lolly's Crafting Friends VIP group and Lolly's Crafty Designs. I'm Barbara with Barbara's Blessed Beginnings. Welcome to my page. If you're seeing the red live button, you're live. If you're not, you're on replay. Please hashtag replay so that I can say hi to you, know that you watched, and greet you. Kimmy was right before me with the Treasure Trunk by Kimmy. After me will be Mandy with Pumpkin's Crafty Creations. We've had a wonderful group of crafters so far today. I've got to watch most of them a little while, at least. We're going to do, hi Della, hi Lisa, thank y'all for coming in. Today I decided that it's so hot here, I decided I was going to do some Christmas. Hi Donna's Crafts, how are you, sweetie? Thank y'all for hopping on. Our surface today is going to be this 12 by 12 framed canvas from Amazon. You can buy these, I think, in a four or five pack. They're not too expensive. And what I plan on putting on it is this print here by Jennifer Pugh. I've had this for at least 2 years. I've got so many of her prints that I need to use. And it says old-fashioned sleigh bells, 50 cents each since 1912 in a winter wonderland. Hope you can see it okay. And since it's a calendar page and it's thicker than rice paper or napkins or anything, I'm going to try this glue stick. It's worked on other things, but I'm not sure how it's going to do on this. Why am I doing that? I'm so confused. Starting out real good. I want to paint my frame. Lordy. Well, my paper plates blew off. I guess no, I covered it up. If y'all are not in Lolly's Crafting Friends VIP group, I urge you to join. It's a wonderful group. It's free. You can watch all the creators today, and you can watch the replays there, all in one place. All you have to do is refresh your page every time a crafter gets done, and the next one will hop on. I'm using Apple Barrel Tuscan Red. And I'm thinking that that's going to match our red in this print. And I started to get my Mod Podge brush instead of a paintbrush. Got something blowing around in here. I've got the fan going because it is so hot. My air conditioner, my central air doesn't work. So I've got window units. And the way my house is made, it doesn't do very much good in the kitchen or dining room. And I'm in my dining room crafting. Have y'all been enjoying today? I know I have been. It always amazes me how so many crafters, so many different people can come up with really not any of them being too alike. I should have probably made this into chalk paint, but it seems like it's covering pretty good for it to be just regular acrylic paint. Hey, sweet Tanya, how are you? Hi, Loris. Is whose page private? Are you talking about Lolly's? Or Ollie's her name, but she goes by Lolly. It's not private group. The link is in the description. I know the links don't usually work in the lives anymore, but no, it's not a private group, Loris. Hey, sweet Nikki. Hey, my BFF and my partner in crime, Sally, otherwise known as Kay. Glad to see you made it, girlfriend. I feel like I'm talking so loud, and I probably am. Trying to drown out the TV in the other room and the fan in this room. I'm sorry if I'm too loud. I got a big mouth, as everybody knows. Hey, sweet Betsy. How are you, sister? Hope you're feeling better. I'm sorry, I know I'm slow. I'm a slow, messy crafter. Lisa Brown could probably had this whole thing painted, and I'm just now getting the edges. Yes, it is, Cheryl. But there sure ain't nothing we can do about it, I'm afraid. Just have to pray and move on. I'm getting red all over my white. You might know I'd stick my hand in the paint first thing. I told you I was messy. I don't know what part about wet paint do I not understand, but I always manage to grab a hold of it. Everybody's kiddos back in school. that time of year for most people. Mine got a extended break because they're remodeling the high school and they run into problems, so he doesn't have to go back till September the 8th. He wasn't a bit sad about it either. But I'm afraid he's going to be sad when it comes next summer and he has to go a lot longer. That's right, Cheryl. Being messy is a lot of the fun. And I should be having a whole lot of fun as messy as I am. If you've missed anybody today, the lineup was started out this morning with Molly Young Artist. I have to go by my cheat sheet. There's too many of them for me to remember everybody and what lineup there was, that's for sure. Lisa with Lisa's Crafting Closet. Our guest was Andrea with The Cutest Little Things. Then we had Terry with Orchid Lime Designs. Rosalinda with Handmade by Rosalina. Karen with Shop Paradise Creations. That girl has got some creativity. I wish my mind worked like that. To see the vision as detailed as she had it and actually see it to fruition. Well, I didn't want to prep too much and I didn't do anything, so I may not get done today. I pray I do. I think this is a pretty color red. Hey, Sweet Kathy from Quality Crafts by Kathy. That is Tuscan Red by Apple Barrel. I like it. I think it's a real pretty red. It's not too bright. It's not too dark. And it still gives off the Christmas vibe. Hey Tanya, I think I spoke to you earlier, but if not, I'll speak to you again. I hope you're feeling better, and Betsy, I hope you are too. Cloudy and rainy? Y'all needed rain, didn't you? Betsy is my moderator, and she's located in Ohio. I sure do appreciate my sister, my crafting sister. I think if I could get all these places I missed, we might get by with one coat. Of course, we're going to try to do some crackle on here. I thought you said y'all needed rain, Betsy. We're beginning to. We had some thunderstorms, bad thunderstorms yesterday, but it didn't rain very much to amount to anything. I'm going to turn it toward me so I can Y'all can see the missed places better than I can. I'm sure. I'm going to turn it toward me so I can try to make sure I haven't missed these little cracks and corners. Lisa, if you're still watching, I loved your jar you did earlier. It's pretty. Didn't get to watch a whole lot of it. I'll have to catch a replay because I was trying to catch everybody in this event too. Karen from earlier from Shop Paradise Creations, I think it is. She hasn't been doing lives very long, and I'm telling you what, that girl is a natural. She don't act a bit nervous or nothing. Me as a basket case. We're going to try to dry this a little bit. Hi, Sweet Kim. Hi, Valerie. Where to get the rolling pin holder? That come, I think it was a gift, but I think they got it on Amazon. I've got two of them. I think one of them's hearts, and one of them is maybe an apple design on top. I can't even remember which one that is. I can't see it good enough. Hi, Darshay's Designs. Thank you for popping in. Haven't seen you in a while. Not been catching you live any. Well, I see a bunch of white I missed on the back canvas. I surely missed out. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you everybody for sprinkling and for being here, supporting me and supporting the group of lovely crafters we've had today. Crafting community is not only kind and so talented. I'm trying to get that white canvas, keep it from showing. It's going to be very ugly if that's showing against that pretty red. I think we've got it. I'll say that and y'all will see it and I won't. Drip. I feel like my comments have stopped. I have to refresh it here in a minute. Hey, Mischief Managed Creations, thank you for hopping on. Oh, thank you. Trying to make sure we get it good and dry before I put the glue on. We're just going to use some Elmer School glue for a crackle medium. I usually have pretty good luck with it. One of these days I want to try the fine line crackle medium. I think that is so pretty. I think I got more paint on me than I did the canvas, the frame. Busy watching me work that frame. I've missed you, Cheryl. I'm hoping between the heat and the fan that my glue doesn't dry too quick. Might have been a mistake to try to do crackle in this heat. Because I have to have that fan going or I can't breathe. It's so humid. We've had some strange weather, haven't we? I think just about everybody has had a lot different weather than what they're used to. Most places have been extremely hot. Some people dry their glue a little bit before they paint over top of it, and I usually don't. I usually leave mine wet. But I think we may be doing it dry today because of the heat. I touched some wet paint on that canvas where it hadn't dried yet. I'm not going to worry about trying to worry about doing the inside of the frame with the crackle. Well, I was trying to put kind of a light coat on it so I'd get some smaller cracks, but got too much there. Got carried away. I either get too little or too much usually. I can't get the right balance most of the time. Hi Kimmy, thank you for hopping on. I loved your pretty project. Those sparkles just really made the difference. This is beginning to dry. So we're going to use some antique white chalk paint. It's just some apple barrel antique white that I made into my own chalk paint. I thought I had enough brushes out here. My son decided he wanted to make him a robot costume. So he has dirtied up my brushes and used up all my black chalk paint, which I was about to get him over. When you're doing this, you want to try to go in one direction. Try not to overwork your paint. I'm doing just exactly what I said not to do, huh? I'm sorry, I know watching me paint is boring. Hey, sweet Lisa from Junk to Joyful. Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all. I appreciate Ollie and all she does to help this community and all of us. And I thank her for putting this event on and also for allowing me to be a part of it. She sure has helped a lot of us get used to going live more. Well, it's not Oh, I see somebody said, I thought she said something wasn't relaxing. She said something is relaxing. I guess watching somebody paint. Now I think it's relaxing to watch somebody, an artist, paint like watercolors or paint some beautiful painting like Shar and Stephanie and all of them. It's got all the talent of painting. That is not a talent that I have, I'm afraid. I wish I did. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos trying to learn how to paint an ocean background on a project I've got done part of it, but I need to do the background. I can't figure it out. Not to where to look good. Well, I think we're seeing a little bit of crackle before we even dry it. I need to get this inside edge here if I can get my brush I want. Ooh, better dry brush that since we're doing a crackle on it. Ooh, I just sat there and messed up my paint on the top. And that is not drying that corner, and I'm making it pink. This canvas has got grooves here in the corner. And that paint and stuff gets right up in it, and there's nothing that I can really, no way to get it dry unless I spend the whole time drying them corners. Oh yeah, we're getting some cracks before I even get, yeah, so much for dry brushing. Got carried away there. I just stuck right in the frame front again. Yeah, I wouldn't believe what I got from my brother the other day, and I'm so anxious to do it, but I'm scared to do it too, because it's so huge I don't even know where I'm going to do it. I can't even lift it by myself. It's an old window out of an old house, and it's got 6 panes, and I mean tell you, it is big. I got an idea of what I want to do with it, but I need to check with somebody more experienced than me and see if my idea is feasible or not. Okay, we're going to give us a dry. Can't see. It looks like it's 5:38 or 9. I have to get a move on, ain't I? Oh, I hope y'all can see that crackle because I can see it good. I'll show you when I get it dry. Hey, sweet Francis. How are you doing? Hi, sweet Juanita. How are you, honey? Are you feeling better? Prayers for you. And if you don't mind, if you would, I'd appreciate it if you give my crafting sister and friend Vera from Veramar Designs your prayers. She has a, oh, thank you, Cheryl and Tanya. I appreciate that. She has been sick so much of the time, and really for the last year or so. And lately, she just can't catch a break. And she told me she had an infection a few weeks ago, or almost a couple weeks ago, and went to the doctor. She had a real high fever, and they called her back to the ER, and gave her medicine. And I got real concerned about her because I hadn't seen her on, not even posted her good morning things. And I texted her, and she said that she was still just not feeling up to it. And for her not to at least post her good morning messages or her pictures of things, it's just not Vera. You know she's not feeling well at all. I'm sorry, this has taken a long time to dry. The glue was quick drying, but now the paint is not. Yes, Vera, I miss her too. Oh, good, Juanita. I'm glad you're getting some strength back. Cody is too, my son. He's had some of the same problems Juanita's had and been in the hospital, and he's getting his back. He's about back to normal. He's back to flying again. He had to take a medical leave for about 3 weeks. Francis, how are you doing? Are you still cold, sister? Over in Australia. Hi, sweet Deborah. Thank you for popping on. I appreciate that. I hope I haven't missed anybody. If I have, I never mean to leave anybody out and not speak to them, not welcome them. I think I must have got the paint thicker on this side. It's not drying as good. I got some of my red paint on the canvas, but my paper is going to be thick enough that it's not going to show through. Now, maybe I can get it together since I started putting the paper on before I even painted. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Now, as I started to say right at the beginning when I got the cart before the horse, I'm going to try the glue stick on here to put my paper down, since it's, if I can tell where I put it and where I haven't. Usually, I have a glue stick that's purple and dries clear. I don't know if I'll ever get a doll on here like this. Plus, we may have to Mod Podge it anyway because it may be dry too quick in here. It is so hot in here. Thank you, Ollie. I appreciate that. It's going to be 18 today, and that's a bit warmer. Oh, goodness, Francis. I'm complaining about heat, and I'm sure it won't be long that I'll be complaining about the cold. That's the way we are, isn't it? We're never really satisfied. I'm going to take this plastic bag here. Go around this. Feels like it's sticking good. And I said that too soon. I about pressed my canvas through. See if I can't fish this corner out of here without tearing it. You know what? I'm not going to fool with it because I think it's going to stick good enough, and it'll help when I seal it over the top. And by the way, if anybody was here on my last live and I did the bee themed stuff for the trays, I completely forgot to tell y'all that I would be sealing everything after the live. I just didn't take time to seal everything. I don't like the cold either. It makes me hurt. Hey, Patricia, how are you? Thanks for hopping on. I see somebody praying for Cheryl. Prayer, Cheryl. I'll go back and see. What it is. I'm going to go over this with some Pantart decoupage glue and ultra matte. That'll help tone down that shininess of that. That is going to give me a problem, I'm afraid. I loosened up my canvas. I should have had. Hey, Roger. I feel better right now. I had a horrible morning. Thought I was going to end up in the ER. But I ended up taking a migraine cocktail and it eased it up enough I could stand it for the rest of the day. Hey, sweet Shonda. That's okay. As long as you're here, you're never late. Love you. How's Livy Lou? Oh, you don't like to be cold either, Karen? Yep, I just don't like it. either. For one thing, since having cancer way back years ago, I have no tolerance to cold. Everybody else will be talking like 68, 69 is so nice, and to me, I'm cold. I stay cold. Only time I really get bad hot is at night if I can't sleep. And a lot of times if I've got a migraine at night too, that makes it worse. I'm trying to get around those edges good down in there so it'll seal that corner better. If you've never used this Pentart Ultra Matte decoupage glue, it is so matte that it'll be hard for you to remember if you sealed it or not. But now I think this time it should tone down this shiny print. Not a calendar. I said calendar page. It's on a calendar page. It's a print from Jennifer Tew, the artist. Now, I'm getting some wrinkles, but I'm not too concerned about that. If there's too many wrinkles, I'll just wait till it dries and I'll go back over it with parchment paper and my little craft iron. And it should take the wrinkles right out of it. It's not drying as fast as the school glue did. At least I can still see where I've been and where I haven't. Okay. I can tell right now I'm going to get too many wrinkles. I'm going to have to iron it later after it's dried. Hey, Carol Ann. Now, where is it you live, Carol? Is it Oregon? Anything above 75 is your happy zone? $75 is pretty good for me too. I thought it was Oregon. I do too, Shonda. I bought a case of them, I guess it was 2 years ago, and gave so many of them away, and I've still got gobs. Plus I got quite a few of other ones in Happy Mail, and I've got a stack, no telling how many, but now I haven't. The only new calendars that I found, which I don't think she's doing Dollar Tree calendars anymore, unless she started back. I got one of the new Dollar Tree calendars, excuse me, that Sweet Tanya sent me in some Happy Mail. Am I going to Beth's event? No, ma'am, I couldn't. I just can't afford it. Plus, my husband is not in good health, and we have a special needs teenager, and it's a little bit much for him too. I'm afraid to leave him that long with him. I'm afraid it'll be too hard on him. Shonda, it's expensive, I'm telling you. Last year I paid $12 and something to ship out a set of 5. That was one of each. And Tanya sent me that calendar last week, and she sent me some napkins in it, and it was almost $9. Shipping is just terrible. Okay. Afraid I'm gonna run out of time. I don't think I got but 16 more minutes. Okay. I got some. Let me show you what that looks like. And can you see the crackle? Like I said, I do have more wrinkles than I want, so I will iron it later. We have some Christmas greenery here. Hey, sweet Marcella, how are you? Oh, Roger, you don't like the cold either. Hey, sweet Lucy. Thank you for hopping on, sweetheart. Thank you, Shonda. Okay, I got 16 minutes. This came from Walmart, but I got it last year. I was going to put it up around this corner. The only thing I don't like about this, it is too sparse in between. You have to add, kind of layer it to get it to look thick. But the main reason that I got it was to do little pieces of it for small ornaments. Is why I really done it. I'll snip just a little more of this off. This it's got an odd looking glitter on it, but it does make it look like icicles more that way. Hold it down here with my little silicone applicator so it don't burn my hand off. Get glue strings already. Yeah, I can't get it to turn exactly the way I want it to. I guess I'm gonna try to glue it with my heat tool. Let's start to pick it up instead. Hold that down a few minutes. Hey, sweet Dawn. How are you, honey? Oh, Marcella, your girl's at the mall and you're sitting in the car. Wish I could go to the mall. Our malls are an hour or so away. And we don't have that good of a selection either. So many of them have closed. My craft iron is big enough or small enough that I can get in that corner after I put my stuff on it. So I'll do that. Try to get those wrinkles out afterwards. You know, I've never tried Dixie Belle paint, but I'd like to. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Marcella. You'll do great. Hey, Tish. Thank you for hopping on. Hi, Mary Brill. I'm sorry I didn't see you. Thank you for the stars, honey. I so appreciate that. I'm going to see if I can put a tiny bit of glue right there so it'll stay down and won't stick straight out up in the air. And I put enough. No, I didn't. It popped right back up. I'm looking to see if I can find a little piece of leftover ribbon so I could patch that right there better. Seems like it's wanting to hop up, pop up. Turn it around here. Let me see if I can get some more glue in a better position to hold it. Well, if I can get my timer to go off here. Should have about 10 minutes, I hope. Okay, I got some berries here. Came off another pick. No, I take that back. It didn't come from a pick. I bought napkin rings from Debbie Rigg because I wanted the berries because they were so pretty. Can somebody tell me how much more time I got? I think I had it set to go off 10 minutes before I was done. Somebody having trouble with their comments? 9 minutes. Thank you, Cheryl. Well, if we don't get done, we'll be close, I'd say. You'll know the gist of it, maybe. Thank you, Betsy. Well, I'm going to have to glue that end of my greenery up. It's hanging down over my sign. Did that come up from there? I have to look at that again a minute. I think I got it with my pick, but I'm not sure. I thought these were the prettiest berries. Such a pretty dark color. Don't forget, we've still got quite a few more crafters left tonight. Over on, you can watch them all on Lolly's Crafting Friends VIP group. Again, this event was Crafter's Choice, hosted by Lolly's Crafty Designs and Lolly's Crafting Friends VIP. Thanks again, Ollie, for having me. Up next is Mandy from Pumpkins Crafty Creations. If you're watching on the group page, you can just refresh your page. I pre-made a bow, thank goodness, because we sure wouldn't have time to make one. And we're going to load it down with some hot glue. I may have to, I'll have to position my bow tails and my greenery better so that it won't go down over my old-fashioned sign. I'm not going to get to do one of the main things I wanted to do because I don't think I'm going to have time. Hello, Magnolia and Madison Creations. Thank you for hopping on. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Forgive me. Thank you, Don, for those prayers. Thank you, Ollie. Hey, Miss Betty. How are you? Thank you for sharing. Hi, sweet Amanda. Thank you, sweetie. This is what we've got so far. And since we've got our sleigh bells here, I have some large rusty bells. That I thought I'd hang down from under the bow. Karen, I'm sorry, sweetie. Thank you, Shonda. You're so sweet. Phew, I got sweat running down my eye, burning my eye. I'm determined to knock that paint plate over. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My eye's burning out. I'm gonna have to point this toward me for a minute so I can tell where I want these bells. I want them to hang down a little bit, but I don't want them to hang down too much where they won't show. I think it's still gonna be over the word old. There's that. Now what I wanted to do, what I had planned on doing, I was gonna see if y'all thought it would be a good idea if I rested these bells on here with some cinnamon. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shonda, for the stars. I appreciate that. Hey, Barb from Chicken Pickens. Thank you. Yep, you hear bells, Audrina. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. Y'all think the bells on here need to be left alone? Or do you think I ought to put cinnamon on them to make them look rusty, like the rusty bells up here, and to make these look a little more old? You think so? I thought it might look good to cinnamon up them. I don't have but 3 minutes, so I'm not going to have time to do that today. But that's our plan. That's my plan, and I'll post a picture on my page and Lolly's Crafting Friends VIP group when I get it done. I want to thank y'all for joining me, for the stars, the shares, the hearts, everything. Thank you for supporting the event. Remember that we've got Mandy with Pumpkins Crafty Creations coming up next. Then Cheryl with Cheryl's Farmhouse DIY. And then closing us tonight will be Patricia with Patricia's Craft Studio. So there's still a lot more fun and creativity to be had. And I hope you enjoy it. Remember, you can always go back and watch. You can watch the replays until Book of Face decides I want to get rid of them. Most of the time before, or 30 days. Oh, thank you, Tanya, for the 5-star rating. Thank you, Andrina and Barb. Everybody seems to think that it needs to be cinnamon up down. That's a new word. It's a new word in my dictionary, I guess. A new technical term. Oh. I will, Cheryl. I'll post a picture either on both. I try to remember on both Lolly's page and my own page. Hi, Sissy Chrissy. Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate you, Ollie. You do so much for us, and you support us and encourage us and help us so much. We're grateful. Very. It's hard for me to see the clock, but I think I got one more minute. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. My time is up. Y'all go to the next presenter. It's Mandy at Pumpkin's Crafty Creations. Good night.